Okay, morning. Problem with Facebook is it says I'm live, but also on this bit it says live video is starting. Now it says I'm live. I think the sound problem has been identified. I did a very short video a moment ago and it seemed to be working. So I'm going to carry on today and then have a listen back, and if the problem still persists, I will try and use my phone tomorrow. See if that makes a difference. So this morning we're going to do a little bit of stretching, a few looseners first and some stretching. I'll introduce Mukha Bhastrika, which is a cleansing breath for the lungs. This can be done with the legs out. And I'm also going to introduce Vyagraha Pranayama, which is a movement of the spine with the breath. So nice gentle practices, still suitable for everyone. Can be done sat on a chair or sat with the legs straight out or cross-legged. I'll be showing the version where you probably get maximum benefit from it, but you're still going to get benefits in a position where you're not in pain. Okay, so we'll just start by sitting comfortably. So sit however you can in a comfortable position. Keep the head up. Let the shoulders relax. Let the jaw relax. We're just going to sit quietly for a few minutes, keeping the mind on the breath. Creating a steady, rhythmic breath. However long you breathe in full, breathe out for the same time. Tat Parampariyaya Vidmahe Jnanalingeshwaraya Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayate Om. Om Yoga Maharishi Dr. Swami Geetanandagiri Guru Mahajake Jai. So bring the hands together, give them a good rub, warming up the palms, generating some heat, that pranic energy, and bring them in front of the eyes, transferring that warmth to the eyes, down to the cheeks, and to the neck. Just gently squeezing, then breathe in as we interlace the palms, stretching up. As you breathe out, stretch over to your left. Breathe in, sitting back up. Breathe out, stretching to the right. Breathe in, coming up, release the palms forward. Breathe out, stretching forward and down. Stretch the arms as far away from you as you can, just to release through the back. Look forward, breathe in as we stretch back up, and breathe out. Bring the hands just behind. Pushing yourself back up. Keep the hands by the side, keep the left hand down. Breathe in as you take the right arm up And breathe out, stretch over to the left. So we're just going to hold that stretch for a moment, keeping the bottom down. Breathe in as we lift, breathe out, right arm down. Left arm, breathing in, coming up. Breathe out, stretch over to the right. Again, keeping that stretch, keep the bottom down, always keeping the breath easy. If it feels laboured, then release. Then lift as you breathe in and breathe out, lower the left arm. I'm going to add a little bit of stretch to this now. So we're going to stretch out the right leg if you can. If not, just stay in whichever position you were. Keep the left hand down. Breathe in, right arm coming up, and breathe out, stretching over as much as you can. Really stretching through that right side of the body. You can push the toes away from you, point them away. Lifting up as you breathe in and release the arm, breathing out. Bring the right leg back. Stretch up the left side. Right hand stays down, left arm, breathing in. As you lift and breathe out, stretching away to the right. Just enjoy that feeling, that morning stretch. Breathe in, lift, and breathe out as you lower. Lovely. Just bring those legs back. We can stretch them out. We'll do a little bit of loosening just to ease out the body. A little bit of thumping and shake the head. Bring the right foot, the right foot towards you, lifting the knee, and circle that right foot. And circle the other way. Staying on the right side, we're going to catch hold of the foot, the calf, wherever you can. Straighten the leg as much as possible, and just let the leg swing. And then we're going to catch that foot in the left hand or elbow, so you can bring it as close to you as is comfortable, support the knee, and just rock. So you might find that you are holding down here, and that's absolutely fine. You need to find the position that works for you. Breath always steady, no pain. And release the right leg. So left knee holding, circle the foot. And the other way. And bounce. Catching the foot, ankle, calf, whatever you want to hold on to, and just let the legs swing. Catching that left foot into the left hand or elbow, support the knee and rock. Release, thump, shake. Keep the legs stretched out, bring the arms alongside the body. Breathe in as we take the palms up. And breathe out, stretching forward as much as you can. And just taking hold of the legs, the foot, whatever you can bring your hands to. Trying to keep the back straight. Look forward as you breathe in. And breathe out, letting the body lower down, relaxing the head. You can add a little bounce in, a bit more stretching through that lower back of the leg. And keep the hands onto the legs. Release the right hand if you need to. We're just going to bend that right leg. And keep bouncing then, stretching over the left. And coming back up, stretch the right leg out, bending the left. Holding that right leg, keep bouncing, or just stretching over the right leg. You're coming back up, both the legs out in front, and bouncing down again. Looking forward, stretch the arms out, breathe in as we come up, breathing out. Bring the hands just a little bit back behind you. Walk them back a little bit, support, and let the head relax back. Pushing up with the right hand, breathing in, thump, and shake. Okay, so just bring the hands out, stretching and clenching the fingers. Rotating the wrists a little, both ways, and the elbows, both ways. Bring the arms down, just roll the right shoulder, and the other way, and then the left, and the other way. And then bring both shoulders up towards the ears as you breathe in. Hold the breath. We'll release with a big sigh. And again. Breathe in, lift. Once more, breathing in, lifting. Release with that lovely big sigh. Lower the chin towards the chest. So what we're going to do this time, we're going to breathe in, but take the head around in a full circle. And when the head gets back, so when the chin gets back to the chest, we're going to release with a gentle Bhastrika of the breath, okay? Right side first. So breathing in as you roll your head around to the right, all the way to the back, to the left, down to the front, and release. Now the other way. We're breathing in as we take the head to the left, back, right, and front, and release. Lifting the head, shaking side to side and up and down. So lots of these practices we would try and do 3 times. Obviously, I'm here for a shorter time this morning, so I'm introducing, we're practicing. We just get the head moving up, down, side to side, both movements coming together. Lovely. Okay, so have a little bit of water. Listening to a video the other day of Dr. Nanda talking about eating under yoga and practices, something that the students are always very obvious, because we always have a bottle of water with us. It's a crucial thing in the yoga we practice. Okay, so we'll just do a couple more stretching practices, and then we're going to do Mukha Bhastrika and Vyagraha Pranayama. So for this next one, coming onto the hands and knees, I'm going to be very gentle in how we do this. So first of all, we're just going to bring that right knee forward. So bringing the right knee as far forward as is comfortable and sliding that left leg back as much as is comfortable. So you might want to bring your right foot out to the side to give you a little bit of space. So over to your left side. And just walk or slide the hands forward depending on your mats or what you're on. And just let them slide forward as much as you can. You can rest your head down to the floor. You can rest your head onto your hands, however you need to, but we're just stretching through the body. Always breathing slowly. And then look forward, We're going to bring the hands back first, sitting up a little bit so that you've got room to move. Slightly bring that left leg forward and take the right out. That's it. Bring the knees back closer together. Now we bring the left knee forward and slide that right leg back. So again, you might want to shift the left foot over to the side. So if you notice, if it's here, I've got less room to move. But if I shift it over to my right side, I've got a little bit more movement from my bottom, from my hip to come down a little bit further. They might not, and if it doesn't, it's fine, okay? You don't need to support it with anything unless you really want to. Just let your body do what it can do. And then again, walking or sliding the hands forward, noticing how the body changes with each movement, stopping when you can't go further, so don't force anything that causes pain. Let the head rest in any position. Make sure the neck isn't feeling sore or in any pain. Okay? And then lift the head, walk the hands back first, breathing in. Sitting up. And again, bring that right leg back a little bit this time. And take the left knee out. Do a bit of forwards, backwards movement. Lift the knees out, the back, the hips. I'm just going to turn. You can say whichever way you're facing. I'm just turning to show you the next one a little bit easier. Get my face right in your camera now. Okay. So now, just take that right leg out to the side and sink yourself down as comfortably as you can. You might not come far, and that's all right. We're just working on stretching through the legs a little bit. You can rock, you can move, just a gentle stretch. Got to be so mindful of the time. I could go on for ages. And then carefully bringing that leg back. Then we take the left leg out to the side. And again, just let the body sink or come down carefully, breathing slowly, rocking or being still. And then again, bring that leg back, breathing slowly. And we're going to make our way onto the heels for Mukha Bhastrika. So if you haven't practiced Mukha Bhastrika before, it's a cleansing pranayama, cleansing breath, where we really clear out the upper lungs. So it works, it's kind of like a bellows breath, we're blasting the breath out, forcing lots of movement in the lungs and clearing out this little bits of the lung in the top region, forcing everything to move around. And this is a space that really gets blocked up because of how small it is and the lack of airflow up there. So if you can't sit on your knees for this today, that's absolutely fine. Sit with the legs stretched out. You can do it on a chair as well. The only difference you'll find when you're on a chair or with the legs out is you're not going to get the head all the way to the floor. You might, but it's less likely. And you might also find, even if you're on your knees, you don't want to bring your head to the floor. So you can use the hands to support you. I'll be doing it and talking you through. We do the full thing 3 times. If you want to watch the first one and then join in, that's fine. Okay. So starting in Vajrasana. So feet together, hands on the thighs. Breathing in. Bhastrikas to the floor. Then lift the head. Breathe in as we come up. Short, sharp bursts of breath as we take the head down. Lifting the head, breathe in. This time you're going to keep the head down. You can tuck the nose as close to your knees as you can, taking the hands back and lightly catching hold of the feet, or keep the hands forward to support the head and the neck. Make sure there's no pain in what you practice. You'll hear that a lot from me. Lift the head, look forward, breathe in as we sit up, and then we're going to breathe out. Take the right hand and then the left hand back. You can come to Supta Vajrasana if you know that that's comfortable, and if the knees stay down. I won't do that today. Let the head rest back. Push up with the right hand, breathing in, and then come onto all fours. Chatuspada Asana. So for Vyagraha Pranayama. So really lovely practice. And everyone would have done this at some point if they've ever practiced yoga, maybe under different names. Just moving the spine. So your arms are going to stay straight throughout. The hips don't move forwards and backwards. They stay in a straight, straight over the knees, hips straight over the knees. But what we want to do is have the knees together. If there's any back issues, have the knees slightly apart, but the knees together otherwise. Hands stay under the shoulders. And we start by just looking down. So we're in this. So I've said hips over the knees as much as you can, okay? So movement of the spine. We're going to do 6 rounds altogether, and then we'll come to sit quietly for a moment. We're just looking down. Breathe in as you lower the spine and lift up through the chest and the head. Then as you breathe out, arch the spine up and bring the chin to the chest. You're breathing in as you lower the spine, lifting the head, and breathing out as you arch up, chin to chest. Breathing in as you lower, lift up the head, then breathe out, arching from the base of the spine, the mid, and then bring the chin to the chest. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to neutral. Sit back in Shashangasana, so bottom towards the heels, arms stretched out, head resting down. As always, use the hands to support the head. And carefully pushing yourself back up to a sitting position. Have some water. And then we shall just end with a little bit of quiet sitting. Just like yesterday, if you want to continue or want to have a longer relaxation, then please do. You don't need to end when I end. So again, just sit comfortably. Bring the hands to the lap. Let the mind focus on the breath. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Om. Thanks for joining. I'll be back again tomorrow morning about the same time. If anything changes, I will let you know. Take care. Bye bye.